bit to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Keeps himself upright. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Lucky 56! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space. The big guys leading the way.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Wins to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Raiders, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Wentz now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Loose line 7.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Shorty. Coming to you. Quick. Watch the whip. Watch the ship. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Good chip.
From the red zone now, Wentz buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, or get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Over.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
Watch him now, Barney.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Tack McKinley in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. They'll set up to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He can run. Now the ball comes loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And the Raiders have got him. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Evans. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Right side, Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive. Second drive, not much better. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Wentz to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Run. Great. For Tokyo.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Get there. Hey, you got four down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Great 15, great 15. Fort Tokyo.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. To throw is Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Watching that, Barney.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
This one, too. Great.
Wins to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Look at this spin. Balance. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Atlanta, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.